All right, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome into the stream. It is another delightful weekend. Hopefully it is your guys' weekend. Hopefully nobody has to work because work sucks. We all know it. All right, yesterday, Johnny, how's it going? Yeah, it has been a long freaking week. So I am so happy that it is weekend and I do not have to work. Yesterday, we went on a bit of a losing streak. I did get a win on the last game of the day, first place. But yeah, those changes, the patch changes, did a little more than I had originally thought, and we also have hit a couple snags with strategies that I thought were gonna work that definitely did not work out. I'm gonna take another quick look at the changes. I don't know what exactly changed with the Sin Runner Blanchy, aside from it going to tier 4. So, Sholfin Mystic, he has to be sold to buff the Tavern spells, and it's not a battle cry anymore. Fauna Whisper to get buffed. It does both adjacent minions. We got Secrets of Norganon, so I'm glad I'm reviewing the changes. Ooh, Zephyrus the Great. Alright. Johnny, Zephyrus, Reno, or Ambassador? Probably Zephyrus or Reno. We can make a gold out of a tier 7. Which one? 1 or 3, guys? What are we looking to do? They brought Shadow Dancer to tier 5 instead of tier 4. That's kind of minor. And then they swapped Tardy Traveler to tier 4. Clearly my choice. Let's go with Reno then. Captain Saunders got nerfed. T-Rex Boy, Bellowing Tyrant got buffed. Boommobile is just stronger. It's still dumb. Champion of Sargeras. I would actually love to get Champion of Sargeras in play this game. Let's try that. Let's go for a demon build. There's no Murlocs. Even better. No Murlocs means we stand a chance with this. So Champion of Sargeras is a battle cry and a death rattle to give minions in the tavern 5/5 for the rest of the game. And then a gold copy's 10/10. Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you. Well, that was lame. Yeah, right? There's a lot we can do with buffing the tavern, battle cry, and death rattles. There's no beasts, so it's a little less so, but that's alright. Ominous Seer, recruit. No, we need to get the damage rewind out as fast as possible. Oh, Nightbot. Nightbot's my number 2 talker. We've been getting a lot of people in the stream, which is exciting for me when we have, 13, 14, 20, 25 people, whatever amount of people are in. Not a lot of people talking. Guys, if you're just watching this after the fact, which I don't usually do this early on, but if you're watching this after the fact, if you enjoy the stream, if you're in here live or after the fact, comment, join into chat, help make decisions. That's great. I've been clearing the house after renovations all day. Yeah, that would, that'd give you some exhaustion. Scenarios and a Naga. I'm gonna grab that. Let's do 1 refresh. Oh, 1 refresh. Not enough. Let's go with the Selfless Hero.
Nothing scares me, except mice.
Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh. You're just going ham. bolts.
I think you can win this thing.
That's perfect. What could go wrong? Honestly, I'm cool with doing stupid stuff. That's like half the reason I enjoy playing Hearthstone so much, especially on stream, is I just do not care about my rank. Like, if I could keep getting locked in at higher and higher rank, I would probably, like, try or care a little bit more. Not that I don't try, but I'd probably care a bit more. Hey, there's the Soul Rewinder and a Wrath Weaver. So let's go ahead. We're going to sell that. Grab that Wrath Weaver and Soul Rewinder. Double hit right away. Buff them up. Good stuff. Yeah, we can still do the combo with Shadow Dancer. It's just a touch harder to get it started earlier. It still gives you a Staff of Enrichment on Death Rattle. It's just a different tier. But I almost feel like Champion of Sargeras... Well, Champion of Sargeras is good. Shadow Dancer is just better. Gross. You just save it all? Man, ugh. Could have killed Bran. We didn't. It's a tier 5 instead of a tier 4 now, yeah.
Battle is really raging out there.
The future.
That one might make all the difference.
That. So next turn we can go for the Wrathweaver triple. Bug fixes and game improvements. Battlegrounds. Fixed a bug where dragons adjacent to Persistent Poet sometimes did not keep enchantments from combat. Was our combo that we did supposed to work and it just didn't? How many days ago was that?
You know, I think you
So this came out yesterday. The patch notes were from... That is yesterday, right? Patch notes came out a day ago. And I don't even remember what day that stream was from. Johnny, what day did I have that really terrible combo that didn't work?
your minions really pulled their weight.
Ooh, gold pendant, goblin wall. I almost feel like goblin wallet's the way to go. It's too good. Up a tier. See what we get for a tier 4 first. Tardy Traveler. That's actually freaking awesome. We can sell that off, get a copy of Strike Oil, and buy the other one cheaper. Honestly, I could have made him gold. Yeah, right? Leaving everything. You've been freaking killing it with working hard. I'm gonna take a quick look because I'm curious. What's the fastest way for me to figure this out? Adobe Express, where I do all of my fantastic video editing. My stuff. I don't even remember.
Have you ever met the League of Explorers? I suppose.
I think it was, let's see, downloads. I think it was like Monday or something. So maybe they fixed the bug. Maybe it was supposed to work and it just didn't then. Wow. Lame.
Rough battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Tier 4. Hey, bounding foe. 2 false implicators as well. A planar telescope as well. I'm going to save that for next turn, I think. And I'm just going to throw some tricky trousers on him. So I actually just released the video of it earlier. My goodness. I'll tell you what the whole field was. It was freaking good. The whole field was freaking good. And it didn't work. And it bothered the daylights out of me. So, let me see. When it failed, I had... There we go. So, my field was the green skin. The one when it attacks, it triggers the battle cry of the minion to the right. I had the Quillbore that puts blood gems on everything. I had a Rylak on both sides of it. One of them had Reborn, so every time it died, again, it put blood gems on everything. And then I had the Poet next to the dragon that triggers the battle cry, and then I had a dragon on the other side of it, or I was going to put a dragon, like I had 2 dragons. So basically, I had my blood gems buffing up, and then I had the dragon triggering the battle cry to put blood gems on everything, and I was using the Poet to keep it on the dragons. It wasn't working. But apparently they fixed a bug, according to this, where dragons adjacent to persistent Poet did not keep enchantments from combat, so... Yeah, the gems didn't stay on. So, like, my dragons would have theoretically gained, like, hundreds and hundreds of stats. Even in one turn, it went from, like, a 10-19 up to, like, 4,950. Like, the first turn, and it just didn't stay on. Wicked dumb, because it should have. It was very upsetting for me, because I was like, man, like, that should have worked. Ooh. Batty Terror Guard or Fellfire Conjurer. I feel like I've got to go with the Conjurer, right? And make him gold? Yeah, let's make him gold. I would rather not encounter the bug at all, but hey. I guess if it's gotta happen, I'm the one for it to happen to, right? And let's give him some stats. Gold Fellfire Conjurer on turn 8. And we got Goblin Wallet letting us ramp up. We're tier 5. Most people aren't. Jeez, tier 6 already.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Yeah, that. We used him. That is a pretty good combo with the Quillbore to spread blood gems. I might actually try it again, and hopefully it doesn't fail this time. It was incredibly sad, sad because I was like, this is gonna be such a good combo, and then it just didn't work. So I thought there was an issue where, like, I don't know what I thought the issue was, but it didn't make sense that there would be an issue to me. You never know. You cast a random tavern spell for each different friendly minion at the start of each turn. Repeat this. Curator sticker, maybe? Minions in the tavern have +2/+2. Upgrades every 4 times you refresh. Or Marvelous Mushroom. The cape? Sure, why not? It's kind of a dangerous game to play, but I'm all about it. Let's grab another Fellfire Conjurer. We'll go to tier 6. I feel like I want Malcazar, but Let's see. For each different friendly minion type. So, Demon Dragon, Naga.
You're doing great out there.
Demon Dragon, Elemental, and Naga. Yeah. Well, the dog's not bad, but we're gonna essentially need... We're gonna need a Batty Terror Guard. We're gonna need a pretty specific field. Pretty soon. So lame. The Felfire Conjurer guarantees 2 by himself, though, so that's cool. Armor. Alright, hey. Demons. Oh, please don't do it again. Yes. Alright, what do we got? Famished Fellbat. We got a Tardy Traveler and another Conjurer. Do I want tier 7 right now? No, I don't. I want the Conjurer, I want the Stalker, and I want the Famished Fellbat.
That's quite the army you're building.
I'm gonna get rid of the Ominous Seer. Let's do a health refresh. Shadow Dancer. That's amazing. We'll grab that just to gain stats. Actually. Varian. All about that. I'm gonna sell the Felemental. Let's get 2 tier 6s. Demon. Demon. I'm gonna do 1 refresh just to see. Titus Rivendare for doubling the Staff of Enrichment. Let's sell both those off. Actually, let's do... I'm gonna do this real quick. Just to see if I can get some Divine Shield. Wind Fury twice. That was lame. Alright. Staff of Enrichment.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. You're doing great out there.
What's he got? Pirates? Crap. I was gonna say, hopefully he doesn't attack first. Alright, that's cool. I have to be careful of the AoE hit. +10 to all minions in the tavern already. Famished Fellbat wasn't a big deal to have on the field that turn. Fauna could work too. Yeah, we do have the Naga. That's true. I could push for that combo. 2 tier 5s. We got the Jakari. I think that kind of seals the deal on this. Let's do that. Drop the cost there. Yeah, why not? Go up a tier. Might as well hit the tier 7, right? Do extra damage to the people. Alright, what do we need? So, we need a tier 6. I would rather just refresh for Varian, potentially, right? Yeah, I should just roll. Varian or just getting the Fauna. Both would work well. We can't make her gold as the Earth Mother. That's sad.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
No, so we don't need that. Him, that. Do that. Okay. We'll keep the Death Rattle for Shadow Dancer right now. And that is a double stat increase for all 3 Felfires. We're still going to try and look for Fauna. Once we get Fauna, we can get rid of the Shadow Dancer and the Titus. Until then, we'll keep it. Yikes. Okay, 15. Mutinous is back, yes. Alright, armor again. Extra gold. Perfect. Staff of Enrichment is double 18. That's pretty freaking gnarly. We got a lot of gold to work with. So, I'm just going to roll for Fauna Whisper. Ooh, another Titus. Not what we're looking for. Well, if we find... There's the Fauna Whisper, the first one. I screwed it up. No, that's my bad. I literally had Sea Witch for that reason. Okay, well. Live and learn, I guess. Use that on this Tortolin real quick. Get a Tortolin, sell a Tortolin, get a Tortolin, sell it again. Get 8 more gold to search with. All right. That's not bad. Now we're cooking. Perfect. We have the negate. And this guy has a wicked crappy version of our build, basically. The tier 4 Naga? Which one are you talking about? Alright. Gross. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would actually. Not super concerned about it. Alright. Drakari. Triple on the Drakari. There it is. Come on, Fauna Wisp. Oh, wait. Battlecry Death Rattle. We can buff them. Make a Pirate Golden. That's the issue, is that makes a Pirate Golden. Guess we'll go with the champion, huh? Alright, Varian. I'm going to do Varian. I'm going to get rid of Sea Witch. Use Varian to try and get another Fauna Whisperer here. Nope. That's alright. Another Varian. Alright, what do we buff up to here? 34, 34, 3 times. Well, the issue is, it's, I mean, yeah, it does. This would actually go on dragons, you're right. Cleave would be sweet. Maybe we'll do that if we see the tier 7 dragon again. Would be better than, I mean, the champion. I just kind of, if I had got a third copy, would have used it, but. Really looking for another fauna. Another fauna, we can get rid of both of these and then just use Fauna Whisper and maybe the dragon.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
More armor. Okay. Fauna Whisper, tier 7 dragon. That's what we're going for.
Better hire a recruit while you can. Better hire a recruit while you can.
Alright, Fauna Whisperer. Let's do those stats onto something else. That's amazing. Can we get the tier 7 dragon and finish our field? I corrupted Myrmidon, except I'd rather put it on a dragon for sure.
Looks like you can get a triple.
Another Fellfire.
Hold tight and pretend it's a plan.
I'm top of the food.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Did I get the... Ah, I clicked Varian. Lame. Alright, well. Wow, look at that field. Look, you got a minion at 200. We got a minion up in the 2000s. That's just gross. Drakari did just solo him. So this guy is on a like perfect game, and I am really excited to ruin his dreams. There's no way that pirates are gonna beat this. No freaking shot. Oh my gosh! We just buffed the tavern by like 80-80. Fauna Whisperer triple. You know what? Full send. There's the Obsidian Ravager. If we can get another Fauna Whisperer. Ooh, Nadina. I'm just gonna get rid of this thing. A different Naga, maybe, for Fauna. No such luck. What else do we have? Maybe another tier 7 dragon. Should have grabbed that HP nerf just in case. Do we have a possible... There we go. Another Obsidian Ravager. Let's give this one a banana. Ah, time management would have been awesome. All right, what do we get for stats here? Our Obsidian Ravagers in one turn. It's already permanent. Oh, yeah. Our Obsidian Ravagers are over 800 in one turn. Oh, that is disgusting. Wow. And we're going to have to go 2 turns with this guy. Because there's too much going on here. We can take Champion of Sargeras, throw its stats on for another Fauna. Sorry, Scabs, your perfect game is gone.
Nice work out there.
He is beyond done. What are we doing here? You know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna take his stats, just slap it on something else right away. Oh my gosh! As if that Obsidian Ravager needed those stats.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Another champion. Yeah, let's grab some tavern spells, huh? I guess I could grab the buffing tavern spells. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Plus 62/62 for all minions in the tavern. Let's make that absorb some minions. Your left and leftmost minion gains stats equal to the nearest enemy. Lame. I'm like, what? No. That's stupid.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. For the Alliance. Keep up the momentum, Trey.
All right. Our Obsidian Ravagers just gained 70/70 a lot of times. Yeah, 3,385. Basically in one turn. That wasn't even fair. Not even fair. Johnny, that was an amazing idea. To go with the Fauna Whisper. I wasn't even really thinking about it with how many of the... 7,500 on the money. Wasn't even thinking about it with all the Felfires. Yeah. Thank God I didn't go Demons. I believe we did technically still go Demons. I consider Felfire Demons, but... The Tier 7 Dragon, absolutely good idea. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled... We got one at random, one Felfire at random, and then just immediately made him gold and then rolled two more right after. Alright. After you upgrade the tavern, refresh it with minions of your most common type. We got Beasts, Dragons, Elementals, Mechs, and Naga. Let's go Phelan. Beasts, Demons, Elementals, Mechs, and Naga. Phelan will give us an idea of what we're actually going to get. We can just, based on what we get for our tier, probably 2 and 4, kind of force that type a little bit. It's Pandora. Blood Drain. Epoch. Skull Crusher. Beast, Demons, Elementals, Mechs, and Naga. Only the tier 7, I think. Shimmermoth. I don't know. That works. We could go with the Soul Rewinder into Fauna Whisperer again. It was either that or the Shimmermoth, and if we go with the Soul Rewinder, we can force Demons at tier 5. Maybe get a decent pick early. Ooh. Alright. We can grab... probably, what? So next turn we have 5 gold. Ominous Seer, play it. Get the Careful Investment for free. I don't know why I'd do that. Extra step. Anyway. Yeah, we could do it to free up a space in the tavern, I guess. Then we have more refresh, but we can leave the Soul Rewinders in there. Leave one of the 2 in there. And then on the following turn get a triple. Alright, Ominous Seer. Yeah, we're just clearing out a little bit of space in the tavern right now. We've got the 3 gold, so we'll do that, and then freeze that right in there. So the only issue that I have with doing that... Turn 3. So the issue is if I go up a tier, it's going to refresh this tavern, and I can't keep that Soul Rewinder frozen. Could do that. I could grab the Soul Rewinder and just keep it in the hand for a turn.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we don't have the gold for it, but yeah.
Welcome back. How's it going?
Oh, yeah, we do have the gold for it. Just kidding. Psych. I forgot we got extra gold. Duh. It's kind of the whole point in it, right? I do think I'm in agreement that we just take a loss on this round and go to tier 4 next turn, drop it for a tier 5, and that could give us either of the tier 5s, right? It could give us Fellfire or the Death Rattle. Where is that? Does this have the upgraded minions yet? Have they upgraded my wiki page with the new minion stuff? Yes, they have. That was quick. Well, we're taking 10. That was the sacrifice we made, was taking 10 damage. We do get a Tunnel Blaster, which is potentially quite dangerous to us. We gotta go with Drakari Enchanter no matter what, because we're using Fauna Whisperer. No matter what, that's useful if we push tier 6. Next round. I don't know what we're doing next round. We got elementals. I doubt we're going to get first attack, but we can hope. That's kind of what I'm thinking, is push tier 6 just to get Fauna Whisperer out to start buffing everything. It's going to be risky, though. That's going to be... Yeah, I think next turn we sell Tunnel Blaster to tier up to 5 because we need 1 more gold. Or next turn I just take the turn to buy if something decent's in the tavern. What do we got? Tier 4 demons we could grab. Honestly, anything that costs health would be good for soul. And we'll have to see what the refresh is. I can speculate all day long, but if we don't get something like that's actually viable, it doesn't really matter. 6 damage is not bad, though.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Yeah, that works pretty well with what I just saw in the tavern. Macaw Portrait. Let's go with Azarath Model Globe. 3 random tier 4 minions. Could be good. That's what I'm going to do for tempo, yeah. That was my thought, but what do I want? I could use Macaw Portrait. You think Trip Voucher? This gives 2 gold every 2 turns, though. I think I'm going to go with the Globe. Alright, let's do that. Take some damage. Get a free minion. That's perfect. Do it again. Same deal.
I like where you're going with this. Don't tell the others.
Kind of wanted that gold. Yeah, the only I just don't like spending the gold on randomly, but that's all right. We won the round. That was plenty to ramp us up. The Fleeting Vigor, actually, I think is what gave us the edge there, but Treasure map. She can take our whole field. So next turn we get a tier 6. We got primarily demons. Let's see what we get. It's like the crappiest. Alright. Anything but him. Batty Terror Guard. Okay. That works. Let's do Batty Terror Guard and we'll give the Absorb to something random here because we don't have a choice. Whatever. It's beneficial for the turn either way. Get Taunt on the Drakari for now. Put Terror Guard first. It's the only thing that will die to Tunnel Blaster. Unfortunately, Terror Guard and Whisper do not work in conjunction. If we get another Fauna Whisper from Model Globe, though, that would be freaking gnarly as well. Let's see what we get for choices. We'll go to tier 6 next turn to get our Whisper on the field. Start buffing up at least the Soul Rewinder. And that's a double cast anyway. Natural Blessing on adjacent minions. That's 2 minions. Natural Blessing. It's going to give 6/6 doubled for Drakari. So no matter what, we're getting 12/12 AoE for our minions. That's pretty huge. Eight. We are down to 13 life. We are in kill range now.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Yeah. What an absolute garbage free roll. All demons, nothing above tier 3. Not a 1. It's okay. We can use the keyboard igniter to buff everything up a little. Actually. Do I keep Tunnel Blaster? Honestly, it's nice for clearing out the minions with AoE. Like AoE killing Divine Shields. Which I think we are going to run into a bit of an issue with that with the elementals, so I think I'm going to keep the blaster for at least a round or two. Because we're going against elementals this turn. There's a chance he's got some Divine Shield, and that'll take it out right away. And then we can buy Natural Blessing for the extra Absorb, too. So let's get that out. I guess I can just do that, huh? It buffs up the tavern a little bit too. Double buff. Perfect.
I make my own.
Oh, he's got an 8264. That's going to take our entire field to clear that. Yeah, we couldn't even clear it. No, we're still alive. We get to see our greater trinket. That's half the battle with the game. She's out. We're not in 8th. Alright, what's the greater? Your end of turn effects trigger an extra time. Absolutely. That is an extra end of turn effect. Again. Fauna Whisper. We need to buff tavern spells. Stalker again. Elementals, whatever. Oh, what do we got? Alright. Death Rattle. Discover a Death Rattle. That is the one minion I did not want to absorb something. That's okay. Something like that. If he's got one big taunt elemental, at least Leroy will take it out. He's on a 6-round win streak with elementals, though. Nami sticker for the last 3 turns. We get an extra AoE, natural blessing. It's a lot, but I don't think it's going to be big enough. No, there's no way. You know how that would have been possible if we had just hit Bran? We would have lived and we would have got both kills for a tie. We actually had the capability to tie that and RNG just did not care. Alright. Hey, no. That was just, yeah, that was something. 7th place. RNG not in our favor. Not that I'm surprised. The next one is gonna be better. We tried. We tried real hard. And got so far, but in the end, doesn't even matter. As they say. How many copies of tier 7 minions are there? Yeah, no. What happened? I knew it was gonna crash too. I didn't even want to get into the game and have it crash. They really need to fix this whole, like, Battlegrounds crashing issue. It's obnoxious. For a well-developed game, and maybe it's something as simple as, like, an adjustment to a card can cause the game to crash. I'm sure that stuff's all viable. I know nothing about coding. I won't even pretend to think I know. But you'd think that would be, like, the first thing they'd be like, let's make sure the game doesn't crash. The whole, like, when it's starting, when Battlegrounds is starting, crashes, that is not even kind of a new thing. What's the problem? That sounds like a good, soothing way to fall asleep. And I know that my voice is not, I don't know. It's not super eccentric most of the time unless I'm really excited. It's pretty mellow. I feel like people just put me on instead of like an ambiance thing, like one of those, I don't know, 12-hour video loops. They just put me on instead. Evolving Scroll. That's awesome. No Murlocs again. Let's go buttons, I think. Yeah. Dragons, mechs, pirates, Quillbore, and undead. Right? Yeah, I kind of like start between 2 weird times where for like you guys, it's really late. But it's not late enough here. So like if I stream a little later, my like the amount of people who watch generally goes up a lot. But when I stream, the viewership's usually somewhere in the middle as far as how many people are watching. Let's go with buttons. We get all kinds of spells and all kinds of trinkets. Denathrius. Robo Ghost Man. Parody. That's a crappy roll. They rolled a 1. Spends 1 to roll 1. Welcome to the club, Snake Eyes. You're with the rest of us. Or did they roll a 2? They might have rolled it too. Nice buffed Lullabot. Alright, give us more gold.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you.
Come on. No, that's not what I meant. Pirates. That's fine.
Let's step up our
He's probably got the 3-1. And if he doesn't, we'll tie. So no matter what pirate he has, we tie. As long as he's tier 2. Which he's not. Oh no. Are you gonna... Yeah, 2 minions. 3 minions left. He might have played a second Battlecry minion. Well... I don't see how we win this round if he's got 2 Battlecry minions out so far. Yep. Yep, no dice.
The battle is really raging out there.
Discover a minion of our most common type. You know what? Patient Scout, recruit a trainee. We'll get something of our choice later. It's not bad. Gives us a little bit of survivability anyway. Quillbore probably has the... You know what? Let's try the... I'm going to push for it anyway. I'm going to push for that combination that failed last time with the dragons and the Quillbore. We don't have beasts to use Rylak like we did before. But maybe, just maybe, we can do the Dragon Quillbore. I don't think so. I don't think Quillbore was really strong enough for them to need to change anything. Like, Quillbore is super strong if you get, like, the right combination, but by itself, it's not really all that in a bag of chips. Crappy spells. Yeah, that's true. There's nothing to even really, like, cause it to go off extra. Granted, that dragon, like, 2 gold copies of that dragon, or that dragon with Wind Fury, is fine. Like, it could do exactly what I was trying to do before anyway, but...
Have a good battle, friend.
We'll go with some Quillbores. You lose, buddy. I like your gusto with the big mech, but yeah, it just didn't matter. Took a lot of damage there.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Still no gold. I guess we're letting Forest Bounty get to the strongest number. Oh, nothing of merit. Oh, that's pretty good. Moonbacon Jazzer's nice. We could actually use the dragon with the Moonbacon to buff blood gems that way. That I would be okay with doing. Let's see. Do that. No, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way because we can just give them a little extra anyway. And let that refresh normally. Nah, it's fine. I'd rather keep the spell. That's the one that's going to go up to tier 2 this turn anyway. Crappy set of attacks, though. You know what? Not terrible. They got a spell out of it, but we only take 5 damage.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
Oh, when you have 15 gold, blood gems grant an extra 3 attack. That's actually kind of nice. If we were to go with the Great Boar sticker right now, we don't have to focus on it. We could just get health. It's actually a ton of attack when it comes to the early game. I think I'm going to go with that. It's also free. And I'm going to do the refresh with tier 5s. Pokey Thorn Mantle.
Go big or go home,
Huge.
I always say.
Discover a Death Rattle. Give us the... Nope. No such luck. That's okay.
Nothing scares me.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Another Moonbacon Jazzer. Honestly, another Patient Scout, too.
I think you can win this thing.
I know. If I had had a field I could sell to utilize Wand or even gold in the hand, I'd have thought about it, but I had no way to hit 15 gold. I'm more apt to do it when I can, like, immediately get the ability off. Let me tie.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Get 2 tier 5s. Bran Bronzebeard and another Moonbacon Jazzer and a Hunter of Gatherers. He sells for a tier 5. Oh, I should have grabbed it. In hindsight, I guess. Yeah, let's go up a tier.
Yeah, let's step up our game.
What's better, tier 5 or tier 6 for Quilboar? I know tier 5 is amazing for Quilboar. Yet tier 6 is kind of lackluster minus Needling Crone. Another Bran.
You're doing great out there.
Yeah, I was trying for Pokey, but that works. Wow, that is a massive pirate that they have on the field already. Talk about not even fair. This pirate's stats are freaking high. Also, the Drust.
The battle is really raging out there. A good tactical choice. Get down a minion and up a goal. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Don't really like the options here. None of them are great. I should have put a Moonbake Jezzer first. It's alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my plan next, but with the, could take that out. Okay. Not terrible. We're still above the 15 mark, so. Still can't die next turn, which is good.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Start a combat, play 3 blood gems on all your minions. Alright, I have an idea. Not necessarily a good idea, but I have an idea.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. You're down a minion and up a goal.
Oh, yeah. That's alright. That is alright. So my thought here... We get the 3 blood gems on all minions. I think no matter what, we're going to win this round. So our field's going to be huge. Our blood gems are decent size.
Have a good battle, friend.
So we should be alright. I want to get the blood gem stats on these permanent. And if we can get a gold copy of Gatherer and then an all minion to become a Quillbore, we can use that with whatever the heck his name is there. Perfect. And a tie. Tie is fine.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Alright, let's get... Honestly, Terragosa works. Triple Battle Cry with Gem Smuggler. If we can pull that combo off. Honestly, I'm not even thinking. I just remembered I had Bran on the field. I'm so focused on pretty much anything else other than that right now. That's my own fault. I'm trying to think of like the long term, not like in the split second, which is a me problem.
My dragon wrath is yours.
So my thought, one, Terragos is going to get permanent, but a Poet will give me the permanent. Dude, I never play with Golden Bran. It's just one of those things, like, it's never even really a thought, unfortunately, to go for half the time. We do, depending on if the hit, we tie the round exact. We're still in it. Okay. I need Poet. And I need dragons. Poets and the attack. That is exactly what I needed. Alright, we're gonna grab that and both those poets. I could Terragosa, but I don't really care all that much about it. Bristlebach can go. Oh, honestly, I'd like to use a gold copy of Hunter Gatherers, but I don't really think it... 2 Terragosas would work, actually, for not needing a poet, technically. Okay, let's do... that.
Life is but a dream.
I'd rather... I mean, I can. The 4/4 is not worth wasting a tier 6 spell. I don't think. Armor? Yeah, I can do that. And then I'm thinking about getting rid of Terragosa, which I think is the better option.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
2 blood gems and steel blood gems.
These ones for later.
Again, not really worth freezing the tavern. Alright.
Keep up the momentum.
So all the blood gems that we get from Hogwash Basin are now permanent on these 2. I wanted to put Taunt on that. That is such... Oh, I'm so dumb. I wanted to put Taunt on something. I had the Taunt spell as one of these, and then it went away. That was my own damn fault. I'm not thinking. Not thinking. I needed Taunt on that Pokethorn Mantle,
Got some fresh
and totally spaced it. We need a Taunt spell, because that totally just screwed us out of that whole round of stats, like a ridiculous amount. That is a lot of value there, but I have nowhere to... It's our 11-11. Here, this is for you. I'm gonna use it. Hopefully we can get a... Perfect. That actually works out so well. Still need Taunt.
like it's hard.
I need a Taunt from something.
My dragon wrath is yours.
Come on, give me a Taunt. Nope. Okay, well. We'll get Wind Fury on the Greenskeeper. And that's what we're going to have to roll with. I would rather the Greenskeeper guaranteed attack than Nadina. Because we have the Wind Fury on him right now, and their stats are way too big as it stands. Yeah. Screwed. What are the chances that 2 rounds in a row, the first thing that they hit is that 1 minion? That was awful. The 1 dragon that would have been able to keep the stats is dead before Nadina. Awful. He would, yeah. He would have Divine Shield, but my problem was the Battle Cry dying, which is exactly what happened both times they got the first hit to make the Battle Cry die. Both times they got to attack first. Both times the only minion they hit was the one with Battle Cry. Stupid. All because we didn't get a taunt. Oh. It works at least. We do know that it works, which was half the problem, is that apparently we got... I don't know. The whole thing was all screwed up. That was so dumb. So much potential. Ugh. Can we get kicked out of the game now? I hate this. This is the dumbest one. This is a useless anomaly that never should have been put in the game. Elementals, Murlocs, and we're... Murlocs? No part of this is exciting. There's Murlocs, and it's the dumbest anomaly. Alright, Johnny. Thank you for hanging out. It's been fun. I may be streaming at some point this weekend. I'm not sure. We got some Magic the Gathering going on tomorrow, but I might be on in the morning. We'll see. Zephyrus? Let's go with Zephyrus. I am glad that the really cool idea with that dragon and the battle cry works. You need taunt. I was looking for a gladiator or anything that would have given me taunt. I probably passed one while being all overly anxious or something, but... Alright, so we're doing Instant Warband. 3 different tier 2 minions in hand. I'm actually thinking let's do that. Let's make them take extra damage early on. This guy has it super easy. Hat trick. A tie. It's actually impressive we pulled off a tie against him on the first round with that. He's gonna buy. Oh, he did tear up. Now I really want to try that combo again, but I think Beasts would be better doing the Death Rattle, Reborn Death Rattle Rylak combo with it because it's obviously guaranteed taunt minions. With Pirates in the game, it's a little iffy to do, but...
You're doing great out there.
Alright, 3 damage.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
I'll do what I can.
I'm gonna freeze that technical in there. Elementals are probably the strongest in the mix. We can grab another technical elemental next turn and then triple it for an early game. We can grab another technical elemental and molten rock, and then the turn after we can triple the technical and go up a tier to get a tier 4 minion out of the deal. So many blood gems.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
do think that that is going to be the play. We'll grab that for a spell. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Damn. What in the world did they have? Oh my goodness. How did we just get that wrecked with such a big field? Alright. Yeah, that's a thing. What'd they have again? Perfect. I was kind of hoping for another adaptive ancestor to throw Venomous on. Man. Defiant Shipwright seems like it has just been like the go-to for everyone lately. It's like MVP early game. I'm gonna discover a tavern spell every turn. We're just gonna go with Murlocs anyway. I don't like them as much now. Not that I've ever really been like a crazy fan of them, but I do like them a whole lot less than I did. That's kind of what I was hoping for.
Great! I can bring in more powerful minions now.
Alright, so if we get another Gromlin Gourmet, we're up a tier now. We could triple it for Death Rattles or Battle Cries. That would be great. Yeah, why hit the other one? That would just be too good. It's got Reborn. Let's knock out everything else first. Nope, we'll take out the one that takes out our health. Yeah, that RNG, that attack order, that checks out.
Rough battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Alright, another Gromlin Gourmet. That actually does work out really well. So we'll play that. Sell that one off. Let's go with the triple on it.
Exactly what you were looking for.
2 more copies, and then let's get a tier 5. Well, we get the battle cries after, but it's still good. Two copies of seafood stew when he dies.
Battle, friend.
Perfect. I was worried we weren't even going to win that round. Or have him die that round, rather. Not win. We were pretty stacked on stats to win that one. 3 random spellcraft spells. Extra gold. And a tavern spell power. The Naga would not be a bad way to buff up that tavern spell power. Let's go up a tier. Humongous can do the trick for the time being, though. +5, +7. Right now, we just have the ton. You know, I'm going to hold on to... Yeah, he can't be that strong, right? Maybe he can. I'll use 1. I don't really want to use both before we get everything on the field for it. We can triple the Humongous. It's our last wish next turn, though. If we do that, it does guarantee us a tier 6, which means we can use end of round effects to trigger Battle Cry ×2, and that's 6 of the spells instead every turn. And honestly, this profit's a waste of space. So if we can get another 6 copies of Seafood Stew every turn instead of 2, obviously a little bit better.
Don't tell the others.
How is everyone doing tonight? Let me know in the chat. Let me know if you guys want to see something different. We got at least another game or 2 in the system, if not more. Kind of depends on activity. Guys, it does actually affect me how much I get to interact with you guys. Makes it more enjoyable. So, don't be afraid to give a shout out in chat, whatever you feel like saying. Lurking's cool too, but it's a good time for me. Alright, 15. We win the round. Greater trinket time.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Discover a tier 5. Start of each turn, get another copy of it. I don't know what I want. What do we got? Murloc tier 5. We could actually get a couple decent options. Let's go Murloc. Or let's go with that. Yeah, Apprentice of Sephin. Alright, that is going to be all the types that we're going to need. I'm going to grab a triple on the Humongous. Tier 6, we got the Young Murkai. And we got a... I'm not even going to bother going up a tier right now. Let's go with the high T service. Another high T service. Come on, give us double and... Oh, wow. That covers us for all 6 of the tavern spells. I almost did not have the space in my hand for that. I'm gonna get rid of this Bream counter, I think. Good. Wasted that. Jeez, that Groundbreaker is massive already. He's got 2 Groundbreakers already. Wow. That's insane.
The battle is really raging out there.
We don't even get the other Sephin because of that. Alright, well, let's get rid of that. Drop its stats on something else. Bream counter, get rid of it.
Down a minion and up a go. Come on down. Come on down.
Oh, amazing. Okay. Hopefully. Alright, Apprentice 7, not terrible. It's not what I was looking for exactly, but that's okay. Young Murkai.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. That's quite the army you're building, Fred.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
You can still make a comeback.
Alright, do we have all the keywords now? I'm not sure. And I don't think it matters. Yeah, we lost too fast. A little congested there. You know what? 7th place. 6th place, rather. Probably a tie for 6th. Honestly, a tie for 4th, rather. Maybe? Tie for 5th. We're definitely not on the up and up. Should have a heck of a time ramping up. Alright. This next one, this is going to be a win. I can feel it. It's going to be great. Who knows? That wasn't terrible. 5th place is not the worst place to be in if you're going to lose a round. We haven't had an 8th place game yet today, so that makes me feel pretty good about how we're doing. It happens to the best of us. We're gonna lag out a second time tonight. Wow, Blizzard, you are killing it. Okay, it looks like we got in. It could still lag us out. I don't know. Buddies in the tavern. Gross. There it is. There it is. You can just tell. You can tell by the load-in whether or not it's going to kick you out of the game. 2 times today. That is what they need to work on patching. Okay. Well, that's exciting. I'll look at the patch notes. Curious if it says anything about loading in. That's what I really want. Oh, whoops. There we go. So I just like killed my mouse speed. My DPI went down the drain. Fixed a bug where Golden Sinrunner Blanchie was not reborn with full health and enchantments in combat. Hamul Rune Totem effect can no longer be stacked in your deck multiple times. Has nothing to do with the Battlegrounds. Fixed a bug where Morose, Steward of Death's Death Rattle, gave minions the wrong attack number. Be awesome if it was high. Factory line, way better than buddies. I will take that every day of the week. Let's get rid of Reno Jackson. There are Murlocs in the tavern here. Beast is probably going to be the way to go. But with Factory Line, you want Drakari on the field right away. Which makes me feel like Murlocs is the way to go if we're going with end of round, but that is a, with just one Drakari, that is a free, well, one, we can triple Drakari right away, and a free golden minion every other turn. So, end of every 2 turns, get a plain copy of your leftmost minion. We're going to play a second Mana Saber with Taunt next turn. At the end of the turn, we'll get another copy of Mana Saber, so the next turn we can go tier 2, drop it, tier 3. Easy peasy. And hopefully this guy doesn't have a Reborn on something like a Mana Saber. Wouldn't doubt it. Nope, Reborn on a Murloc. You know, he could have got, like, Taunt or Stealth. That could have gone very different. We could have saved ourselves some life.
How's it going out there? It's good to get some minions in play.
If we can get a decent tier 3... that we can actually use Factory Line for, that would be cool too.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
I don't know, Mana Saber triple is not great.
Minions really pulled their weight.
My dragon wrath is yours.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
I don't know how I feel about that. Terragos is going to attack. That works. Trying to think of what kind of combo I could pull off using the Terragosa. We don't really have any, like, during combat things going on here. Aside from just strictly using dragons themselves, right?
The odds are in
Why not? We'll double the stats it gets in combat. At least for now, that's going to be 2-4 every turn. It's going to get Wind Fury. We'll get another copy of Terragosa. So each turn we can give the Terragosas the stats permanently.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Up a tier, gold for next turn. Another Terragosa. So we're not going to get the shot at Drakari for at least a couple turns. Murlocs, Beasts, Dragons, Beasts, Naga, 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 Murlocs. Not sure what I'm going for yet. Terragosa is not bad though. A gold Terragosa this early. But what else can buff the dragon? I'm gonna look through dragons real quick. We could go with start of combat, dragon power. We can just keep getting Terragosas. Prize promo Drake would be huge. Roaring Rallier could be nice too. You got options to use for the in combat to give the Terragosa a ton of stats. I think both those are. Roaring Rallier is a 3, so. We got 10 gold to work with. Go with an Alliance keychain and just pass these things stats back and forth. Let's go with the souvenir stand. We'll get one more copy of Terragosa. I'm gonna swap these actually. And let's go up a tier.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Wanna see the voodoo?
You're doing great out there.
And we got the Drakari triple. So now, we're totally changing up what we're doing. Kind of wish I'd done it on the dragon instead, but Felfire Conjurer would be massive. We're getting a triple on the Drakari. We are tier 4, right? We're tier 4. We have a chance to get Drakari right away. Sorry, Drakari Felfire right away.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
There's the triple.
Exactly what you were.
Come on, give us a Felfire. Oh. Go tier 5. Need access to it now. Fauna Whisperer is the other minion. As soon as we get one Felfire, we can gain end of turn effects trigger 3 times, which means we'll get 3 extras with Factory Line. So not only are we going to start making our field bigger, but we're going to actually overfill how many we can make, you know, a gold and then some every single turn. Or every other turn. This was the combo. It took us till turn 7 to get it in play. Or turn 6. But it's pretty good. Turn 6, Drakari Enchanter, sheer spell chance. So I guess that makes up for the lack of RNG in the last couple of games, right? Let's see if we can make it all work, though.
I think you can win this thing.
Wow. That sucks. Honestly, I freaking hate Mana Saber. The two couplings should gain like an attack instead. This is so bad. Give your other minions 3/3, improves by each bonus. Roaring Rallier's not bad. Just to have.
None can hide from the hunt.
I'll try for the oh, I'll try for it next turn, I guess. Give the 2 Terragosa permanent Divine Shield right now. And then we can get rid of 1000th Paper Drake and Bronze Steward probably after that. Actually, that works. Do it. Nah. Oh, no. There we go. Alright, we're getting a gold. We'll get a tier 6 out of this. He's going to start making some massive beetles, so that's not good. Alright, what do you got for us, Greater Trinket? Hopefully something worthwhile.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Whenever you play a card, give a friendly dragon +8/+3. First 2 refreshes contain only tier 6s.
Spend wisely, but, you know, spend. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Fauna Whisper. I don't know if that will work well. I don't actually know if that works for Fireforged.
These recruits.
Oh, beautiful.
I think you can win this thing.
That's okay. Even if it doesn't work for Fireforged Evoker, we saw a second Fauna Whisperer in there as well. And Terragosa, even though it's a combat thing, it won't really matter. We're going to win this round. This guy's going to be out. It was enough to give us the leg up that we needed. Fauna Whisper, Ignition Special. I mean, the Evoker's not bad. I think Roaring Rallier can go. We're going to get 3 copies of whatever one we choose next. So I'm thinking Fireforged Evoker probably. You know, honestly, Fauna Whisper wouldn't be bad either. That's a lot of Fauna Whisper. If we do that.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you
And we're going against the dead guy. So extra gold, Fauna Whisper,
that'll do some damage.
Battle Cry. It definitely takes a bit to get through all that. Okay, maybe I do go with the Fireforged Evoker, Persistent Poet combo. Fauna Whisper is nice, but I don't think it's gonna work as well as I want it to. Let's do this. Drop the Whisper down. I'm gonna get rid of it.
You just don't understand me.
It's gonna give us 3 copies of Fireforged Evoker, so that'll be well, 3, 4, 3. 3 copies of Fireforged Evoker, so that's gonna be a guaranteed triple. Which would be another tier 6, which could be another Fireforged Evoker. We get all the spells from Ignition Specialist still. That's massive. Massive, 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 massive. And start of combat, that goes on all of our minions permanently except for Persistent Poet. Double on Terragosa. When did he die? To him 3 rounds ago. Okay, he was definitely on the weaker end of things. And we can refresh with Tavern spells.
You're good at this.
Fireforged Evoker. Okay, that is a lot of Fireforged Evoker. I almost kind of want to get rid of the Terragosa, but not at the same time. Saves us a spot where we would have to have a Poet. But it does... Nope.
You just don't understand me.
Alright, let's go with 2 more tier 5s. Come on. Nope, nothing. This has to be the minion I get rid of. We'll get more copies of it.
I'll avenge you, Captain.
But I need to clear out the hand now that I've filled it up that much.
Why is it so dark out there?
You're doing
That was
great out
alright.
there.
More armor. As long as we make it through this round. Which I think will be fine, hopefully. She's got a lot of HP. Wow. That was really lame. Like, we get a really good setup and then they get a better one. I mean, good for them. Don't get me wrong. Good for them. But also, pound sand a little bit. That was our glory. And it went right down the... buddies. Lag out. Hate buddies so much. Beasts, demons, dragons, elementals, and undeads. I feel like we didn't have a bad setup there. The greater trinket choice was probably the, I don't know, almost the downfall of what we had going on.
Is back. Ready to get started?
Awful. Leaving it up to random. Embrace your rage.
Have a good battle, friend.
Yeah, we don't win against that. Four damage on the first turn. It's like a guaranteed lot of damage with that.
It's really raging out there.
Well, there are buddies in the tavern, so we could get the dragon to ramp up tavern tier quickly. Still have been unable to find... Does anybody know what the keywords are for the Hearthstone wiki? What one am I using? It's just Hearthstone wiki. To find the list of buddies. Because for the life of me, I cannot find them.
I've got some fresh recruits.
In like a not obnoxious way, I guess. Because you can see the buddies for each hero, but I just need like a list. Something a little more comprehensive. I grab that Dagwick next turn too. It'll buff both those Alex. I don't know. Works out. So the... Does Raynor and I have a buddy? Raynor and Kerrigan and stuff don't have buddies. When are they getting buddies? Marin doesn't look like he has a buddy. We're just like taking it here, huh?
Some bumps now and then.
We're at 31. We're still good. Huh. Ozumots gives you a Tamuzo upgrade Tentacular by 1/1 on an Avenge 2. That's kind of cool. Titanic Guardian is for Pyramid. Imperial Defender, the Naga. That's actually wicked cool for Ashara. Lucifron is Ragnaros. Akali, the Rock Rhino. That one's huge for... I don't know. Can you still do... You can't do the infinite loop anymore because the dragon's not in the game right now. We see Sire Denathrius all the time. Really? The one Crackling Cyclone just took out our whole friggin' field. Ridiculous. Why? Why you gotta just be super dumb game and have us attack the same one over and over again? He couldn't have attacked Impulsive Trickster or Dagwick or anything else that just wasn't that. Battlecry minion. Oh wow. Sky Captain Crags is actually sweet. Refresh your hero power. I wonder, after you use Sky Captain Crags' ability, does it need to build back up again, or can you keep refreshing your hero power for more gold? And also, is there some kind of infinite loop with that? To like trigger another minion's battle cry, maybe repeatedly. I don't know.
Battle, friend.
Thought we had a pretty good field going on here, but apparently they disagreed.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Let's go with the Goblin Wallet. Tried and true. Patient Scout is kind of not great right now.
Great. Let's get some better minions in here.
The future is now.
That's what I would have picked.
At the end of every 2 turns, get a plain copy of the leftmost card in your hand. It's not bad. We might be able to get a decent triple pretty quick. We're only tier 3 though. Beasts, demons, dragons, elementals, undeads.
Friend.
We get extra gold, we'll be able to ramp up our tavern tier to 5 quickly. So many possibilities for things that attack other than the one in the middle. Could have been the one on the end and been fine. Could have been the other one and we would have tied. Well, actually, I would have won.
I've got some
Hit the
fresh
middle one.
recruits for you.
After you kill a second minion each combat, get a plain copy of it.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Baby Nazoth. Might actually grab that. Oh. Leftmost card in your hand. Copy.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. A good
I want the extra copy of Baby Nazoth. Even if we lose this round, being able to do that on some death rattles would be huge for the next turn. That could have cost us the round with that, but I'm going to roll the dice on it.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Get an extra copy of Baby Nazoth. What's he got? That's cool. It's there. Maybe doesn't matter. It's poisonous. Okay. Yikes. All right, we'll see what we get.
I've got some fresh recruits for you. I'll give you I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
All right, like all tier 3s and 4s. Come on, something decent for a death rattle. Oh, that's huge. Valiant Tiger and a Ruined Progenitor. Sell that off. Let's do... I almost kind of want to try and make that Windfall Tornado gold as well. Alright, I'm going to grab both these. See if we can make Windfall Tornado gold. Nope. Firework Fanatic, though.
That's what I would have picked.
Let's do both these on the field. When you sell this, discover a Dark Moon prize from the next tier.
Don't tell the others.
I mean, we got quite a bit done in that turn. I don't think it's enough. Ooh, Lucifron. I was able to get the extra 4/4 on our minions from the Fanatic. That's a lot of minions. Actually, we do have it. We did win the round. And we'll even sink some attacks into these, get them killed. There we go, buff up the Progenitor. Perfect. It's not amazing, but it's something. We also have access to tier 6s now with the Apostles, 'cause it's double Apostle.
You're good at this.
Summon a copy of your leftmost minion. You know what? Why not? We have very little on the tier 4s there. We do have a Macaw. I can get at least like 3 tier 4s. 3 tier 4s. Sell that. Let's do 1. Tier 5. Do them all again. 3 tier 6s. Shimmer Moth. No Shimmer Moth. Alright. It was worth a shot. Honestly, the 2 Indomitables. Get 1.
Go big or go home, I always say.
And I'm gonna grab the other as well.
That'll do some damage.
Beast. Ooh, we got a triple there as well. Alright, let's go to that. That.
You're down a minion and up a goal. Have a good
Okay.
battle, friend.
Get wrecked, Rokara. 28 on the Beatles now. Kind of forgot about the chess set, I'm not gonna lie, but it worked out. Make a friendly and death rattle minion golden. Perfect. Get that reborn on our tiger over here.
I like where you're going with this. Better hire a recruit while you can.
This actually gives us double end of round effects, which gives us double gold on our goblin wallet. This guy lost to the guy in first with undeads. Not sure what that means for us, but we're gonna see. Progenitor is gonna get a lot of buffs from Valiant, and we're gonna have 16 gold to work with next turn. At least 16 gold. 9 cost for the upgrade, and if we can land a Shimmer Moth, the game will be as good as ours, I think. Just 1 Shimmer Moth. That's all we're asking for. That can hit here. It doesn't really matter which one that hits. 16 gold.
You're good at this.
Alright, let's play it and sell it and see what our quest is. What do we got? Ugh, so much. Elementals are beasts.
Now we are in business.
We got some flashy light coming in. Apparently the trees outside are moving around a lot and it's sunny. As it is flashing all kinds of light in here. Alright, well. Buying her probably irrelevant. Not that it really mattered all that much, but. I know. Isn't that sad? Constant! How are you doing? It has been way too long. See your comments from time to time in the chats. Or in the comment section. Comment chat, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. We've been there for a while, though.
Have a good battle, friend.
I definitely almost died. And this is where we're at now. Doing well enough in this. This guy is out. Look at that progenitor size. I just need a Shimmer Moth. We're tier 6. Got a lot of refreshes. We have 18 gold to work with, so. Not super worried about it. We get extra gold if we play 5 elementals or beasts.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
So, let's do some searching. Amazing. Let's get a full Tavern of Beasts. Come on, Shimmer Moth. Not really surprised that I didn't get one. Grab that.
That's what I would have picked.
Literally, Shimmer Moth would make this just stupid. So we won't get one because of that. Not half bad. Let's sell off this Elec. And we're going to try this on this just to see if we get a Shimmer Moth. No such luck. Alright, we're going to do Reborn over here then. And Firework Fanatic is gone. Let's put both these out. Still nothing. I'm gonna freeze that for that Scarab. Goblin Wallet. That was originally why I had it there. I just don't have anything really worth replacing it with right now. Come to think of it, let's do it that way. So we'll have 20 gold next turn, if we live. We're going against the guy in first. He's on a 6-round win streak, so... Oh, wow. That's a behemoth. Honestly, at least we're cutting the behemoth down to size right now. We literally almost killed the behemoth. Oh, if that had gone a little different on the attack order near the end, we actually would have tied, I think. Plus 28. Third place. Third place isn't terrible. Constant, I was gonna get off, but I'm gonna give you one more round. Because I am glad you're here, so don't disappear or I'm gonna be a little sad. Plus, we're slowly working our way up the chain. We had, what, a 5th place match? Yeah. Yeah, and then actually, honestly, with a little better luck, we'd have got a Shimmer Moth with the 30-some-odd refreshes we did at Tier 6, but that's kind of why I hate freaking buddies. Again, Is what it is. Oh, buddies are so dumb. They just like muck up the tavern, and most of them suck. They either suck or they're like very specific to what you're using. You can't just like slap 52 different buddies in there. What? Ooh. Manipulator with Nazoth. Demons, Dragons, Murlocs, Quillbore, Undead. We could do an Undead or a Quillbore combo. Or even a Demon combo. I don't normally refresh, but when I do. Nah, let's go Terran Gorfian. I really wanted to do fish, but at the same time,
Hey, my favorite commander is
I didn't.
ready to get started.
Rapid reanimation is better than the fish, I would say. Like, fish can be good for, like, Quillbore and stuff, but rapid reanimation is going to give you 3 little Quillbore right away. We can use it to guarantee deaths on any death rattle versus hoping it goes the way we want. If we're going off RNG, you already know it's not going to be in my favor. Pretty much ever.
Have a good battle, friend.
Ah. Ariana Starseeker Grande.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Wow. We're fortunate on the banana size we're getting from Mukla. And also, thank you, sir, for powering everyone up, Butters. I don't believe I've ever played as King Mukla because I hate his passive. You can literally make somebody else as strong as you're giving your... Like, you can get 2 1/1 bananas and give somebody else a 2/2. Why would you want to just give everybody else power? It can be more beneficial to them than you.
You can still make a
I don't understand. If someone can explain it to me, I'd love to know what the point is.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Just straight duty.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Come on. Give us a different undead. Eternal Knight? Sure. Full send. Ooh, 2 Nerubians.
It's good to get some minions in play.
I'm gonna grab those Nerubians next turn. I do like the idea of doing an undead comp. Actually, you know what's crazy about rapid reanimation? If we do an overfill comp and we use that, as soon as that space opens up again, we summon what's her face back. If we have taunt on her, we summon her back, and she'll just die a second time and do the whole thing all over again. Yeah, I'm going to.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Yeah, with this, we'll go to 3. We don't really need it if we're going to go overfill comp anyway. Do I copy the Eternal Knight? This guy's won all his rounds. No, I'll leave it. I'm gonna go tier 4 next turn as well. I want to get... I don't know. If something pops up like crazy, we need to get to higher tiers. Because they changed Demon and Undead beats Murloc. Or has the potential at least. Murloc is still all about poison.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Oh, we get Trinket. It's kind of a 50-50 toss-up as to whether or not it goes for undeads or dragons. But we're in a pretty freaking solid spot so far. We're going against Mukla. He won his first round against Starseeker. Is he tier 3? No, he's tier 4, so I think we'll be fine. He's pushing Tavern as fast as we are. And all he gets are some stupid bananas. One Murloc and some bananas. He's going to have like a Divine Shield Murloc with like 30-30.
Out there.
Hope he actually has the flighty... Alright. Yeah, I know it would up the... Yeah, I just didn't want to do it.
Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Goldenizer every 3 turns. And we are... He used choose a minion to become a copy of it. So he played he probably played Faceless, and you must be able to copy something in your hand. I don't know if you can copy a hand minion, but I guess it doesn't say it at... Yeah. I'm thinking Goldenizer with Faceless. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna go to tier 5. If we can get the Drakari on the field, I suppose I could have just grabbed Hasty Excavation and been better off there, but whoopsies. Live and learn, I suppose. Anyway, we'll get another Faceless in 2 turns, and Goldenizer right after. But if we can get Drakari before Goldenizer, we'll get 2 Goldenizers. We are at risk for dying, though. It was a little greedy. I should have grabbed Hasty Excavation. It was kind of stupid.
Don't tell the others.
Sorry. Damage cap's 10, so we're fine. If we can get some armor, we'll be more fine. We are tier 5 though, so.
The battle is really raging out there.
What are we going against? Demons. I've got to do...
A little brick of blood.
I am the first Crypt Lord.
Okay, so Mawcaster, destroy a friendly undead. Maybe a Nubarak. If we do on the Caretaker, we get a tier 6. There's no beasts. So overfill is a little less efficient, but rapid animation helps that. Do I want to? Yeah, I guess we will. I should have used a banana on it first. So now I'm going to put it on her so I don't feel bad about myself. I'm not done for. Don't be melodramatic.
Have a good battle, friend.
We'll be fine. See, look at that. We got the 27 to take those out. Easy peasy. Yeah, we're taking 10. If we get armor, again, we're tier 5 already, so that is one of the benefits here.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
I'm gonna grab that and that. Let's do a refresh. Yeah, kind of a crappy, Why? Why have we... Oh my goodness. That was like straight crappy luck, huh? Alright, we're gonna use it on Nubarak. Eternal Knight. That's alright. I think we'll be fine. Because I'm going to drop the Eternal Knight and do tier 6. Let's get Noizul. That works. Permanent stats. We're going to sell off. I think what I'm going to do is... Nah, it'll be fine. So...
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Which one's better? Okay. We're good. We're good. That was perfect. I should have put Noizul last, but we're good. We're absolutely in a good spot. No, we're totally good. The Eternal Knight spam. That's all we needed. It wasn't my plan, but we made it work. And now we can use no face, no case to just keep duplicating the Eternal Knight, and then rapid reanimation will give us the extra summons every turn. Easy peasy. I just had to think about where I was getting the gold from. That was kind of the problem. We also got the Goldenizer and Drakari for 3 turns from now. And I think Pagel Fishing Rod. Pagel Fishing Rod. I'm gonna go with Enchanter
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
for now. Titus is useless. It's fine. If this doesn't work, it's not really gonna matter. I'm just gonna throw Moira on the field for S's and G's anyway.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
What's he got? What's your stats at? 26? Doesn't even matter. That's why I put that on the taunt on there. See? I can do things. Easy freaking Pete. And, you know, not a doubt in my mind that we would come back to do very well in this match. 2 more turns, we get 2 extra goldenizers, or an extra goldenizer.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
And Stitch Salvager to seal the deal. So that should be a super easy win now. Stitch Salvager is going to absorb that as well. Let's do... Yeah, well that's why I picked the tier 7s, was for the Stitch Salvager. We also have Moira, which does actually work. I'm going to give Stitch Salvager... gold. Destroy adjacent minions. Let's do that there, and then we're going to get rid of... Yeah, that works. I believe that's everything that we need. We'll go up a tier.
Now we're in business.
No, I don't want to taunt the Salvager because I want all the Eternal Knights to die before. So this is going to absorb. So this one's going to go, right? It's going to go. It's going to summon another. It's going to summon itself back. Salvager is going to absorb it, the one that is summoned, and this one. They're both going to die, summon 2 more. I want them to die before Stitch Salvager dies. And then when Stitch Salvager dies, if Moira's still on the field, he will summon 4 more copies of the Eternal Knight. If not, he'll summon 2 that will die and come back again.
Have a good battle, friend.
Savvy? Like that. It's where we just gotta trust the process.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Actually, the hope is that Stitched Salvager doesn't die right away. See, it's what I'm here for, man. I got you. I will give them a little bit of love. I'm going to grab that Catacomb Crasher just in case. Overfill's not completely off the board. Either way, I can drop it as an undead, and we still have Noizul, so... Mostly useless, yes, but it has potential.
I think you can win.
That's kind of, I mean, I can make him gold right away with that Goldenizer. Could also just make Noizul gold and just drop a bunch of undeads, including Catacomb, and just sell them right off. Alright, hit one of these. Alright, hit the other one. Perfect. Nailed it. Easy win. Goodbye, stupid monkey. Let's go. See? Mukla sucks. All we needed was just a few Eternal Knights.
You're good at this.
So we got a Cadaver Caretaker. And Stitch Salvager is going to summon exact copies. So if we ramp up these Eternal Knights with Overfill, it's actually pretty awesome. So I would have to do... Let's do... How many turns till we get another one? 3 more turns? I should have done... I mean, that's fine. Yeah, no, the Noizul, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of the Noizul this turn and use the Manipulate Faceless on the Catacomb. I'd like another Undead to drop as well.
Nice work out there.
Another Cadaver is actually... If we can get one more Moira, let's grab that. Another Cadaver. Right, but 2 golden Catacombs. Caretaker being golden instead is twice the amount of minions anyway. So, do that.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Lame. Okay. Yeah, relatively speaking. I don't actually know. They're the same rarity, right? It's not technically a legendary, so they're technically as easy as each other to find. Or they theoretically should be, but... Wow. 2 Amalgam with Reborn. That's gonna be interesting. Come on. Still in it.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Are you sure? I feel like that legend tag that they have on them makes them harder to find. Like, this one doesn't have a legend tag. This one does have a legend tag. I don't know. That's how my mind says it anyway. Could be wrong. There we go. Let's give her a taunt. That is better. Yeah, I could be totally, completely wrong in that, but why even give him like a... Okay. Yeah, but like that's... I don't know. It feels also not right because of how many times you'll like, I don't know, get to tier 4 before everybody else, drop it, and get a choice of... You'll get like, I don't know, some combo off at tier 4 that lets you get 3 Discover tier 5s, and everyone else is still tier 3. But yet somehow you get like the same 3 minions every time. It could just be wicked crappy RNG too. But wicked crappy RNG feels like a lesser chance to get the things you're looking for. But like you said, if the card in the pool is the same, I mean at that point, I guess technically this guy's going with undeads too, right? Oh my. Yeah, we lose. We lose because that attacked the one minion that kind of needed it to not attack, I suppose. Yeah. Well, he also went with the Pagel's fishing rod, so he got lucky enough to get 3 Stitch Salvagers there. And we didn't get our triple on the Moira, which kind of sucked. Got a lot of Oracle Morgals, though. Not too bad. It wasn't bad. We still got a win. A misplayed win, maybe, but a win nonetheless. Constant, would you expect anything else from me? Alright, guys, that is going to be the last match of the night. Constant, I'm glad you got to stop in. Hopefully I can hop in again at some point this weekend. No guarantee, but Sunday may very well be a day I can play. And it'll be early, which would be probably midday for you. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you're new, subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when we go live. And like the video because you liked watching. I don't know. Nobody seems to do that. But with that, guys, I will see everybody at the very latest by Monday. But hopefully again this weekend. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Peace.